in little spiral things all day.
Look at Master T all cute it up with her Christmas hair.
Hey y'all.
Y'all, she had to wake me up again, y'all. I
I
was
know.
wide awake.
She should have been watching the game being
I
like,
was, oh, girl, I was so excited. Like, yes, please beat the Ravens so we can be sole leaders of the conference with authority.
well, you got that. I feel like y'all gonna hear me
Oh, I like that.
doing
Okay.
little things all night. The little bells up on it.
So look, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you see something you like, please, please, please hit the subscribe button. We need y'all to like, subscribe, follow, and refer a friend. Refer a friend. We don't have no prize for you, but refer a friend.
Not as of yet.
Not
Eventually we
yet.
will.
We debating on whether we doing a Christmas a Christmas Day giveaway. But anyway, look, this week
Ooh.
16. Yeah, week 16, one more game left. But this week of what we want to call this, a week of
Amazing football. So I just want to thank the NFL. Let me change this. We want to thank all the NFL players and teams for having great games this weekend. Starting with the Thursday night game,
yes.
ending with this Sunday night game. Hopefully, we can have it completely with a Monday night game, and we just be like, it was a great week of football because this year has been ups and downs, ups and downs. But when there have been good games, they've been good games. And it seems like we've been starting off good and then ending off. So last week, it started it off with my Falcons in the third, like when they did it. And I was like, oh, that was a great Thursday night game. But this one topped it.
This
Like,
did.
I know like the Falcons winning against the Bucks was already something, but the Thursday night game, I mean, we're just gonna start with it because it was it. Just the Thursday night game against the Rams and Seahawks, it did not disappoint. I
Not
knew
at
it was
all.
gonna be great because of course they were battling for the number one seed, but just
Hmm.
mm, the
We thought
Seahawks were.
we thought game of the week, but we didn't think game of the season.
Well,
That
I mean,
game
I don't
was
know. We've had a couple of games of the
unbelievable.
season.
Yeah, but it
That one
started
probably
the
will
week off
probably end up
thinking it
being
was
like
going, huh?
that one might actually be the number one. I was about to say we've had
Yeah,
some real good games of the season, like that
but,
one.
but
Also, the Packers week 2 with the Packers and Cowboys was a whole game of the season too. So
but look at where we at in the season and the magnitude of these wins at this point.
hmm
Oh my gosh, that score was 38-37 in overtime. Oh my gosh.
let's talk about how the Seahawks came back with a 16-point deficit and came
Yes,
back to win. Not only that, but came back and did two-point conversions that ended up winning. But also
yes,
the one that was like had everybody with a question mark of like, how did this even happen? Like, how is
yes.
this even possible? Matter of fact, this weekend was a whole bunch of these calls that made everybody be like, wait, can you explain this? I feel like the commentators were even lost talking about, so how is this possible? Can you explain how this is it?
I couldn't. After you asked me, I went back and looked at it, read the rule thing explanation again, and I was like, "But wait a minute."
Mm-hmm. It was confusing.
It was very confusing. I don't know how they got to that.
That's why they're the rules analysts. We just
Yeah,
sit and watch it.
we.
And the like I said, it's very funny when like the analysts when they like be like, it's this, and then they be like, wait a minute, I think so. They be like, let's bring in the rules analysts come in and really explain it.
And we were saying Sam Donald, 1 week he good, 1 week he ain't. Can we count on him at the end of the week? The Rams had 581 total yards of offense.
Wow.
581.
Dang.
Yes.
Is that
Four,
the most?
that's a lot.
What's the most ever yards of offense that's ever been given in the NFL.
In the game.
Yeah, I've never heard anything over like close to 581. That's probably the most I've heard.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna look it up while you're continue to talk about that, right?
That's what I was looking up. Oh, but yards per game. No, in a game.
726 yards set by the Dolphins.
Who?
The Dolphins.
What year was that?
2023. That was that year I remember. Okay, yeah, that was that year that they. Oh wow.
What?
That was the
How
game
many?
that they played. They scored 70 with the franchise record when they played against the Broncos.
Oh, that's right.
Points.
Oh wow, that's right. Wow. Okay.
That was the year the Dolphins was like, we was all like, ooh, and then they fumbled.
Well, I guess 581 ain't all that there.
581 is not, but I mean, hey,
581 ain't nothing. But anyway, it was a good game. A very, very good game to start. Then we get to Saturday. Eagles at the Commanders. Now, we would have thought this would have been an excellent game based on last year.
Well, it started off pretty, I will say. It started off a little rocky at first when I was watching it. I was like, okay, Eagles, like, y'all letting the Commanders kind of like, okay, y'all gonna do something? And then the second half hit and they said, yeah, we gonna do something.
Now, the score was 29-17, final score. Your prediction was 24-17. So close.
But also in that game, Marcus Mariota did get a concussion, but he did come back into the game. So, but like I said, they tried to keep it competitive.
Yes, they tried.
But that's with that, yes, tried. But with that being said, I know the Cowboys fans, y'all were all rooting for the Commanders, and that didn't happen because guess what? The Eagles not only became NFC East champions again, but they knocked y'all out playoff contention. So sorry, guys. There's no way y'all are going to be sitting at home with me watching playoffs.
Yes.
And rooting for other people's teams. Maybe people that are not in your division. So I'm pretty sure Cowboys fans, y'all are not rooting for the Eagles because y'all never do. So
now, also on Saturday night,
an amazing
Bears. At the Bears. Now, let me say this. There was an article and the headline said, Bears stunned the Packers. And I wrote, didn't stun us because we both picked the Bears to beat the Packers.
No, but I will say, so it was funny because I was sitting there anticipating watching it, and at first I was like, what they doing? Now remember, I have people on my fantasy football team for this. So I'm like, DJ Moore, what are you doing? I need you, Caleb. So they wasn't scoring. So I said, what in the world? But then when they finally started and then they got that onside kick, that was the momentum right there. Then they went into overtime and I was like, well, let me change that. That touchdown pass that Caleb did, because I honestly really thought how he was throwing it. I was like, he about to throw this ball out. But how he caught it, I said, oh my gosh, this was amazing. Then we got to overtime. Then, oh my gosh. And then literally when the Bears got the ball back, all I said was, I just need Caleb to throw a touchdown pass to DJ Moore to end this game. And literally a minute later, he threw the pass to DJ Moore.
Didn't I text you and say it was like 5 minutes or something and it was a lot that had happened in the game?
I don't know it went through, but I do know I got the message that when you said WTF, and I said, oh yeah, she really into this, because I ain't never seen Miss Natalie send me a message talking about some WTF. OMG. I said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they scored so quickly, and that fact that they got an onside kick at the 2-minute warning, then got onside kick, then they got it to overtime, and then they scored. So listen,
Romeo Dobbs is probably knocking himself in the head and all that other stuff, kicking his butt, because he literally had the ball, but how it went, because he was on top of it to stop for the onside kick to get it, but
yes,
it somehow went under him, and there was all these Bears jerseys right around him, and they took it. So
now I said Malik Willis.
I was about to talk about him next.
He was great until the interception. Now, every time I see that young man or I hear his name, I remember Mike Tomlin loved this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin wanted him and picked Pickett. I am still bogged. My mind is still like, you pick Pickett over this dude? Why? I don't get it. I don't get that. Hey Sam.
Hey Sam.
I don't get that at all. Huh?
It makes me think of the show like Blossom. The show, I mean, not Blossom. Clarissa Explains It All. Her best friend's name was Sam, so every time he would hit the ladder before he would walk up the thing, she'd be like, "Hey Sam." So that's what makes me think of him when we do that.
That boy looked good. He looked really, 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 really good.
He did better than that. I'm not even gonna lie, better than Jordan. And Jordan went out for a concussion.
Yes, a concussion.
So yes. I have to say they did a good job. This is when you say your backups are it, and they did a good job keeping them, because he keeps them in the games in a sense, and almost to the point.
Which is what a backup should do.
Exactly, that is what they're for.
Yes. Now, and I wrote down, and I say this every week. Caleb may not be hitting that 70%, but that sucker winning. Now, would you rather have 70% and no wins, or wins and under 70%? Well,
what is it? What is his completion rated? Like, what is it? What was it in this game?
Let me get it right quick. But yeah, I'm like, wait a minute now. Which one you want? You said 70. That's what you said.
I don't think he cared at this point.
I've been saying that for weeks. I know he wanted what he wanted, but it was 55.9.
Oh, he wasn't even close.
Nowhere near.
I was like, oh, maybe he was close. You're like,
nowhere near. Yeah, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 19 of 34, but it was 55.9. But I tell you what, he won that game with that one Hail Mary. What did I tell you? I said, onside kick, overtime Hail Mary, all in like 6-7 minutes, something like that.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Now, one thing I did read after the game, though, I thought this was interesting news, because I remember when I would go to Chicago and visit my mom when she was living there and stuff, and be near Soldier Field and stuff, and it's cold as I don't know what. So I am not a fan of Chicago during the cold, during the winter time at all. So, but they be out there, and how they was out there in that Saturday night cold, they was out there.
Yes.
And part of me was like, dang, I kind of miss going up there. I wish I was up there when they were doing that. But I did read an article that said that they're trying to move the Bears out of Chicago. They're trying to move Soldier Field out. I don't think that's the mayor is
I don't know
a
about that.
Bears a fan, and I feel like if they continue on with this, they're definitely not going to. But I will continue watching this story to see what's going on, because that's a big legacy, because they're like one of the oldest stadiums anyway with it. And the Bears Packers is one of the longest, oldest rivalries too. So to move them a little, because they think they want to move them to Indiana, and I'm like, what? That don't make sense.
Don't make sense. Now
building a new stadium, like, yeah, what you gonna? But anyway.
But the final score was 22-16 in overtime. Now Jordan did end up, like she said, with a concussion. It was a great game. And we've been talking about the Bears being motivated by their coach. Now, he said he tried to keep his emotions even keeled during the game, but this time he got a little excited. But he tried to stay even keeled. He tried to stay even keeled until the end of the game.
Coach. He really was the best thing to go to for them.
Yeah, he was.
I'm over here looking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over here on a mission now, looking up Caleb's passer records. He hasn't even hit 70 in one of these games.
Not one game.
Not one. Has he even been close? Like, has he gotten like 69 or something? I'm going back to all the games.
No, because I've been checking every week because the coach made such a big deal out of it. No, he has not hit 70 one time. But he has had 5 or 6 comeback wins?
100, yeah.
So listen, like I said, what would you rather have? The win or the high completion percentage? Which would you rather have?
I'll take the win for 500. Yeah, because when they played the Eagles, he had a 47.2. Yeah, I think at this point, Ben himself is like F that passer rating. Definitely like forget that passer rating. As long as they win, that's all that he cares for.
Well, like I said, 22-16 was the final score of that game. Then we finally get to Sunday football. First game on my sheet is Bills-Browns.
I had to text my nursing school teacher, who was an amazing, one of my favorite professors, but who was also a Browns fan. And the first thing I said to her was, I know y'all are over here like Shedeur should have been playing this entire season, because I feel like the team works better and they work for him, like they want to. I mean, they almost came back and beat the Bills. Now I will say there was one thing that happened. I was like, really, Shedeur? Like, there were 2 things that I was like, you shouldn't have done that. The first thing was at right before the 2-minute warning, the clock was going down and the 2-minute warning was about to come up. But instead of like just waiting for the 2 minutes to go, he put the play, like he ran the play, and it was 2nd and 10. Well, instead of it being 2nd and 10, he almost got a safety, and it ended up being, when they came back from the 2-minute warning, was like 3rd and 32. So I was like, no, like we need better, like
better decision making.
Yeah, that was that. And the second one was when he threw when he tried to throw after that.
When I looked at that final score, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was watching it.
23-20, the Bills over the Browns. And we was thinking it was going to be 40-something.
We did. We was like 44-12.
With that.
44-12, be like,
Now, we knew the Bills would win, but we didn't think it would be a nail biter like that.
Nail biter for Bills fans.
Right. Now, I agree. And people have been saying week after week, why wasn't Shador starting? Why wasn't Shador playing? Is there something really going on conspiracy-wise in that camp as to why this young man was not playing? I'm just saying.
It really didn't make any sense. You got didn't make none. None. I think it's working out.
None.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense of why at all. So
I heard that snort.
huh?
I heard that little snort.
I didn't snort this time. I really didn't. I didn't snort. It was my ears.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't snort. I promise you, because I would say I did. I didn't snort this time.
Now, this next game on the list, Chargers at the Cowboys. Now, we were looking. I was getting ready to sing a song. I'm looking for a game. I'm looking for a game. I'm looking for a game. We didn't get it.
Okay, there it is.
We
Definitely.
did not get it. I mean, I said 24-17. Cowboys did have 17. And you said 27-24. We did not see 34-17 coming.
Well, at first, let's redo this again, because
Sam laughing at when I said I'm looking for a game. Listen,
I would like to say though, they did start off because
they did.
Right before I think like third quarter, like halftime and stuff, they were actually up, and I kind of looked and said, "Whoa, the Chargers are losing to the Cowboys. Are they really about to upset them?" And then it was like, never mind.
I mean, it was like the commentators were saying, "Is he going to Georgia? Is he going to CD? It's one or the other." It's like, you can't tell. They can't lose. Girl.
And then they did lose.
And then they did. I will say, I picked 17 points accurately. I just want to make note of those few games where we were really spot on. So I did say 17 points, but I did not see that. Now, Justin, with that broken left hand, 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. I said he getting mighty comfy with that broken left hand. Mighty comfy. Now, they trail the Broncos by 1 game. Them Chargers, 1 week you look up and you say they ain't going to do nothing. Then next week you look up, wait a minute, is that the but the Cowboys, bless their hearts, their offense was kicking for a couple of weeks. It was kicking like Bruce Lee. And now all of a sudden they can't get a touchdown.
You wonder what deflated them, because even like, and it was a recent deflate that you're kind of like, what happened? Y'all had all this momentum after your bye with Neyland and we was like, all right, they're definitely doing it. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what just happened in the last 2 weeks, but they just went. But also, should we be surprised? It's the Cowboys. They always, every time I feel like people start to get on board with them and be like, okay, all right, I got this. And then they do something and we be like, here comes the Cowgirls. Like, this is why. Here we go again.
As soon as we want to take that Cowgirl title off and make them the Cowboys again,
they do something and we be like, here we go again. And then next year they gotta do the same exact thing over again. And we be like, all right, cool.
And you know what else? And Dak be leading in yards and everything. Jerry Jones need to get them some good coaches.
Jerry Jones needs to.
He needs to
Jerry
stay out
Jones
the
needs
way.
to sell the team. No, he don't even have to sell the team. Jerry Jones needs to just take his hands out of the Cowboys
Out of it. Stay out the way.
organization. Just be the owner that sits there like Robert Kraft, Arthur Blank. Just come there and just watch the game. Okay,
He
do
can't
that.
do that.
Don't put your hand in everything. Why are you in the locker room making like decisions and stuff? You should be
It's one
sitting.
thing to be in the locker room. Now the Colts owner, she's been doing some things that were very different, intentional, but she wasn't trying to tell the coach how to run the team
Exactly.
based on her emotions and her delusional thoughts. She was literally analytically looking at how things were going to make improvements with the team. That ain't what Jared doing.
No, because I mean, obviously, you lost your best defensive player
because of ego.
You lost a couple of them, DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons. Like, you lost them because just.
He wants to, with Parsons, I really think, like we said weeks ago at the beginning of the season, or when he got traded, Jerry is so used to saying what he wants to players and owners alike, off the camera, under the table, behind closed doors, however you want to say it, giving it that good old boy handshake and calling it a deal.
Yeah.
That's what he's used to doing. And because he has so much, nobody calls him on it. Jackie said yes, but wait a minute. So Jackie said Jerry needs to get them some good coaching. That's Jackie. Then she said he's been doing that since he brought them. Yeah, he has.
I hate to say this, but I know I'm not the only person who feels this way. Even I've talked to Cowboys fans and they say the exact same thing. They're not going to be great again until Jerry unfortunately passes away. I'm not even going to say die. I'm just going to say he passes away. Or I won't even say he passes away. He becomes, like, in a sense, maybe in the hospital that he cannot, where, let's put it this way. We won't say pass away. We'll say until he cannot physically be able to be there to do stuff and mentally be able to. That's it. Other than that, unfortunately, it's Jerry's team. Like, we don't even call them. We shouldn't even call it America's team. It's Jerry's team. Jerry's team, because it is Jerry's team, and he makes it known. Like,
the final score was 34-17, Cowboys. I just knew they was gonna win out. I just knew they could do it.
The only people who went out, the only people who really went out in that one is their cheerleaders, still making the most money ever in the NFL.
Yeah,
and as regular people.
Now the next game, Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Let's have another moment of silence for the Chiefs.
Okay, again. Here we go.
Wow.
I mean, really.
What I 2 weeks in a row. First, like, tell me. Oh, I ain't even tuned in. Tell me.
Okay, Jackie said they will have to sell the team, and Steven is not better. Who, the Cowboys sell the team? He'd never sell.
Jerry ain't selling the team.
He have to die. He ain't gonna sell that team.
Matter of fact, I mean, isn't the next in line would be his son? I would be like, bro, can you please give me the team? But Chiefs, tell me the Chiefs have bad luck without telling me that they have bad luck. Like,
I mean, Gardner, first game starting ACL
last week? Pat goes out. ACL.
Now, were
Like,
both of them games at no, this was a away game.
yeah, they was playing at the Titans.
How ironic is that though? 2 weeks in a row, your quarterback go down with an ACL. Is that
That's why I
offensive line?
said, how tell me the Chiefs have bad luck without telling me they have bad luck.
Tell me they got a bad offensive line without telling me they got a bad offensive line.
Tell me that this is not karma for the last couple of seasons without telling me this is karma without the last couple of seasons. Specifically last season. I won't even say the other previous 2 seasons, but specifically last season. Tell me this
and the Titans of all people.
Well, we knew it though. We did say the Titans were going to win.
Yeah, but
we didn't know that the Chiefs were only going to have
9 points.
9 points. That was all from a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, from their field goal. From Harrison Butler.
Pope Patrick. Nothing else to say about that. Okay. All right. This is the next game. Oh my gosh.
Wait, I just wanted to know, did any of the other Chiefs players show up to the game at all?
I don't know, but Jackie said everything has a season. It's not bad luck. Football is a tough sport. Yeah, it's a tough sport. And yeah, I ain't gonna preach it to y'all, but you're right, Jackie. Everything has a season. And Claire, they didn't get that 3-peat last year, and they didn't look good last year, and they tried to give it to them, and it's like everything has its season. Every relationship, everything, and it's over now. The Chiefs are done. It's over now.
I mean, are they real? I mean, they're done this season, but are they really done? Done,
did it, done. I mean, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? She just said Kelsey is old. Kelsey is old. Okay. Rashee Rice, he came back. I ain't gonna put no voodoo on him, but off-season trouble. I predict off-season trouble for him. I'm just saying.
What about like Pacheco, Xavier Worthy? Like, they still have some. Chris Jones, I mean, they was re-signed him and stuff. Like,
you got Kareem Hunt and Rice. I predict off field. Let me write that down.
Oh, for you talking about they're gonna do something stupid during off season?
Yep.
But they still have
and that's gonna mess up the team. I mean, because you already got the fact that now they say not Travis. What's the boy? Patrick. He trying to be ready. He trying to do something ain't never been heard of. Hurry up and get back from an ACL.
Hurry up when? To what? The finish off this season?
No, for next. Be ready for next.
He gonna be. Who did that? That was somebody else though. Who did that though? I can't remember. I have to look back at that. Next week I'll tell y'all, but I cannot remember. Somebody did do that. Like, they were trying to get them ready for, and they ended up coming back. I just cannot. It's not Alex Smith. I gotta look it up. I cannot remember.
Because he had all them leg infections and stuff.
No, but he had an amazing comeback.
He had a nice comeback.
Yeah. Okay, I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm gonna definitely look it up because I cannot remember. I do remember somebody had some injury and they worked them off until they came back to the beginning. But you're right.
Was it Joe Burrows?
I don't think it was Joe.
It wasn't Joe?
I don't think it was
He's trying to be Aaron Rodgers. Yes, it's time to regroup for the Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Now, I've heard a couple of commentators say they think they're going to bust the team up.
Maybe they need to.
They might need to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they need some. I think they need a thing. Like, I mean, 10 years of the. I mean, give it up for the Chiefs that they pretty much have been able to do it for 10 years, 9, 10 years
Yes.
of basically having the same consistency. But at the same time, now it's time to really start. I mean, it's almost like having a car. Your car can only last so long. Like, you can keep changing small parts of it, but at the end of the day, like, it's not meant to last forever with the same people. So you're gonna have to switch things out. And at the end of the day, certain one of their players are it's time. Not Pat.
Jackie said it was Aaron Rodgers that
Okay.
came back.
It probably was, yes. I knew it was somebody because I'm like, somebody got hurt and they was like, we gotta get he's trying to. And it probably was Aaron. It sounded like something Aaron would do. Him or Tom Brady. Him or Tom Brady. It was one of them, like it was one of them that
they mentioned Tom Brady's name, you know, every time I hear Aaron Rodgers. You know, sometimes I want to be mad because I said I didn't want him.
You can't be mad because we'll get to your game in a minute.
Yeah,
but you cannot be mad.
I can't be mad right now.
But
okay.
So
next
I mean,
game.
The Chiefs, we just don't have to.
It's over now. Chiefs, I tell you, it's over now. It's over. Now, do you think Big Red should stay? Or is it time for Big Red to say, okay, that's I've done good here. I've done good in Philly. Let me just go home and rest with the grandchildren.
No, Big Red can continue coaching. He can go someplace else. I think Big Red can go someplace else. I don't think he can still stay with the Chiefs if he wanted to. But I think as coaching wise, Big Red can still coach. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's a coaching issue with them. I really don't.
He should stay. She said he should stay. Okay.
Thank you, Jackie. I agree. I don't think it's a coaching issue with them. I think it's a player issue because they have a great Steve Spagnuolo. Like,
oh God, yes,
exactly. They have the coaching staff. They just need the team. So why don't the coaching staff come to my Falcons? That would be great.
Okay. So let me write that down. Coaching staff.
It's not the coaching staff. I think it's the players. And I think the players got hurt more during that part of that 3P issue than anything. And I think it was a lot of distraction. And I think that they just... I think the embarrassment still haunted them.
Hold it. Somebody made this comment. One of the big analysts, and I said this as well. The Chiefs ain't been good since they got rid of Eric. Okay. Moving on.
What was that?
A couple of years ago. Few years. Their offense has been shaky. It hasn't been explosive. They were winning by the hair of their chinny chin chin. Ever since he been, all right, y'all ain't got to believe me. Don't believe me. They by the hair of their chinny chin chin since Eric's been gone. Now, he ain't done nothing nowhere else either.
Since you've been gone. Sorry.
That ain't been no good. I'm so okay. All right.
Since you've been gone.
Good
well, yeah, because I mean, he went to the Commanders and
he did absolutely nothing. Well, I take that
he's a running back.
They did running back for a little while.
He's a running back coach for the Bears right now. So,
and look at the Bears.
But also look at who their head coach is.
Yeah,
I think it's a culmination of everybody. Like it can't just be like, I feel like with certain things, like the Chiefs have the thing, like maybe they need a new offensive coordinator and stuff. But like how you said, but I feel like their head coach is good. That's solid. Their defensive coordinator, that's solid. Maybe it's the offensive coordinator that needs to name, so all three of them could gel back again, and then it could translate back to the players. So
Definitely the offensive coordinator. Now, Jackie said, let's see how they rebuild. Time for new players, and their draft isn't low enough. Patrick is not going to be the same. Patrick has got to play different. That little tippy-toe mess ain't going to keep working. He is that tippy-toeing. All right, here we go. Moving on.
that'll be really interesting if Travis actually retires, because man, who's gonna be his number one person again?
Because I did write it down. Rice and Hunt, off-season trouble.
We'll see.
We'll see. We shall see. Bengals at the Dolphins.
Nobody saw this one.
Nobody saw this coming.
Because I think I chose the Dolphins.
Let me say this real quick. We picked the Rams Seahawks game of the week, and it was Eagles Commanders. Okay. Packers Bears. We picked game of the week. Moving on. She said, what? What did I say? What we say?
For what?
I don't know. She said, what we say? What, Jackie? What? What? All right. I don't know. I said something about the games of the week, and she said, what? I called the games of the week.
Oh, I don't think nobody saw nobody saw that the whatchamacallit was gonna come back. Nobody saw that why is this not charging?
Oh, she said she's seen it. What? Didn't see what? What you trying to say, Master T?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to check my phone. My charger wasn't working. No, I don't think I didn't see that the Bengals was gonna come. Joe Burrow was gonna come up with some having better.
Yeah, because he was in the dark. He sound like he had been on a dark retreat like Aaron Rodgers.
No, Aaron didn't make them information when he was on that dark retreat, and Joe sounded like he
Joe
needed.
Was sad. Joe was that
he sounded like he needed a career change, how he was talking, or he needed to go talk to somebody. He came back and was like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Now that we predicted 24-6, 24-20, we did not see 45-21, but also we didn't see Tua getting benched either. They gave no indication.
I texted you that on Thursday. That's right. I texted you that Thursday, and I was like, Tua's benched. Not only is he benched, he was made third string emergency backup quarterback. Like he was nowhere near it.
It was like if we could fire you, we would. If we could fire you, we would.
That's pretty much what it was. Which is weird because they won last week, though. No, they didn't. Wait, did they win last week? No, they didn't win last week. But they were close to winning last week.
No, because they played us. No, they did not win last week.
That's right. I had to think back on it. But it was close. It was kind of. Yeah, it was almost close.
Close,
but also
no
at the same time, you benched him for somebody that just wasn't it either. So, what's really going on in the Dolphins camp?
It was 28-15. 28-15 last week. So, no.
I mean, that's closer than 41-20.
But it was 45-21 was the final score there. Let me see something right quick before I move on. Now, last year, Joe Burrow came back and tried to save the day for the Bengals, but they've been eliminated, so he can't do that this year.
No.
But he threw for 309 yards. Tua has two brain injuries, so he's never going to be. No, I've been saying for a long time, Tua ain't going to never be the same. Never. Never, ever, ever gonna be. Okay, stop. Okay, never gonna be the same. Never.
It's time for the Dolphins to find a new QB, bro. Because this one, Quinn, even though he had a 66.7 passer rating, he had 2 interceptions.
Yeah. But what you expect? You just threw this boy in. He ain't been practicing with the number one team but a couple of days.
Yeah,
And
they
then
was
you
wrong
gonna
for
throw
that.
him up in there.
That was wrong for
No,
that. Thursday
that
talking
was
about some
wrong.
Thursday night basically being like, hey, Friday, hey, come on Friday. Hey, Friday. Hey, on Sunday you need to be ready.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bengals are better. Better. Aaron Rodgers is on that What is that? QANON. Aaron Rodgers is on that. What is that?
I
I
gotta
can't
look
put
because
it on the screen.
my thing went out. I can't. There we go.
Yeah, I can't put it on the screen right now.
I
But
missed the other one.
yeah, I can't put it on the screen right now. I'm gonna get that straight. But yeah, Tua ain't been right. I've been saying for a while Tua ain't right. And I thank you for saying that because I don't know what they're doing, and they paid him so much money. So much money.
Yeah.
We thought the what's the name deal was bad. Deshaun Watson. They gave Tua all this money after the concussion, wasn't it?
They did, but the difference is that Tua can actually play better than Deshaun, though.
Okay. Wait.
Let's go back to this. We're talking. You're going to compare Tua versus Deshaun Watson. Tua, who had two concussions and brain injuries, versus Deshaun, who ain't had nothing really except for like
There's something wrong
leg
with his
and arm.
brain, but it ain't come from football.
Well, that's different, and had issues off the field. And you're going to, but they still put their money behind Tua though. So
she said $99 million. Yeah, they owe him so much money. It's ridiculous.
Who, Tua?
Ridiculous. Yeah. It's at least 90 million.
Hey, well, guess what? You know what Tua should do? He should call Russell Wilson because he knows a lot about a team owing them. I'm gonna have to pay him when he goes to another team because I still think to this day I don't even know why Russell should never be mad because I love the fact that you can just sit on another team on a bench and still get paid with two different teams.
Yeah. So,
matter of fact, he can donate the money that he got for his the current team that he is at the Giants. He can donate some of that to me and some of the other people around the world, and just keep his Bronco salary. He'll be fine.
Now, Jackie said 54 million next year. Yeah, the total contract was 90 million, but next year it is 54. So even if he don't play, and we've been saying that for a while, he could have quit the other time because it was still guaranteed. That money was guaranteed. They're gonna cut that foolishness out. But anyway,
they're gonna figure out a way.
Yeah. Moving on. Next game, Jets at the Saints. Oh my. Mm. Oh my.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know what to say.
Who was playing for this? That's at this point in time, I'll be like, who be playing? Who be playing?
I hate to say it, but do Aaron Glenn know what he's doing?
Do the Jets know what they're doing as a whole organization? One week that you think they got it, and then the next week you be like, wow.
Is that the same Jets? Is that the same old Jets Jets again?
Jets. Yeah, it is.
It is because I swear I thought they were gonna look. Justin started off like he was gonna do something, but I told you that team was in trouble when he fired that boy after week 1 mistake. I didn't think that was a good coaching decision. I just didn't. I think that tore up his locker room, and I think that messed up something. I think
That's
he's
and who he
impulsive.
what Brady?
Is he too
Brady,
impulsive?
huh?
Is he too impulsive?
Maybe Aaron Glenn. Maybe Aaron Glenn is better as a defensive coordinator. Some of, or maybe okay. Okay. I can do a perfect example of this. Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn was when he first became head coach. When he was us, he wasn't. I mean, I like Dan Quinn. I hated that we had to make him. We had to fire him, but he went back to being the defensive coordinator and then he went to the Cowboys and was their defensive coordinator, and then he became the Commanders coach. And last year he did a great job, but then you wonder sometimes and say, well, I guess it's going to probe a question and say, do our defensive coordinators, are they not that great as head coaches? I wouldn't say all of that, because sometimes I look at some. DeMeco Ryans was a defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
he's doing really well, but maybe it's or is it the team that they're going to? Is it?
I think it's the teams. Jackie said they need a quarterback, and she don't know why people keep trying to hire Wilks. I don't know if Wilks got a raw deal, because at one point he was really a good defensive coordinator. He really was. He got a raw deal, I think. And sometimes you can get sent to the wrong team, and that just messes everything up. And it makes you look really bad when you get, just like the Jets right now. They look bad. And it's not so much as the coaches as if they ain't got no staff.
Right, because you can't be one person trying to build the whole team up.
Yeah, you can't.
So,
all right. So Po Jets, 29-6. All right, next game, Vikings at the Giants. Oh my gosh. We thought they was gonna be scoring some points. You thought 30, I thought 28. They scored 16. I mean, was that a defensive game or what?
I just want to know when they why they just didn't keep Jameis Winston. I feel like the Giants had a better, like, I know they put Jackson Dart in again. I just don't know how they keep flipping back and forth. Well, I mean, not flipping back and forth, but I just.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't the head coach get fired?
No.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah. He got fired. He got fired. So they don't know what they're doing over there. Because he started Russell. He started Russell. Russell stunk up the joint. He put in Jackson. He went in the tent to try to get Jackson out the tent. Got fined.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot he did. They did fire him. But who did they? Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they put Jackson back in. They put Russell back in the game instead of putting Jameis in the game, because you just bench Russell, but then you're going to put Russell back in as 2. Then you take Russell out as 2, and then you put Jameis in. Then you get Jameis 1 or 2 games. Now you're going to put Jackson back in. Come on now. That's coaching. That's
they're trying to. I just so happened to put in that, and Giants head coach, or the first thing I saw made me smile. That's why I'm a little giddy, guys, because they said that Marcus Freeman is one of the top candidates for the Giants head coaching job.
Who?
Marcus.
Oh, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look,
I'll be watching more Giants games just so I can watch.
Everybody will be watching the Giants game.
I mean, I already will watch them just because, but I'm going to be paying attention more on the sideline and give more.
Hold up. Okay, a couple of things. Jackie said both teams are not good. That's true.
Yes,
And
but I feel like the Vikings, that is true, but I feel like the Vikings are a little bit more solid.
a little more solid. And Russell is definitely done. Done, done. He is done. Russell been done. I didn't want Russell to be done.
No,
I
you
think
didn't.
when I really think I don't know what happened in Pittsburgh. I really thought that was going to work, but I think it was a clash between him and Arthur Smith. Because Russell was playing fantastic until supposedly Arthur made him stop changing the plays at the line of scrimmage.
That might have been it, but
That
it
could
could
have
have been
really
also
been
a way
it
to set him up for disaster, like set him up for failure.
for
too,
failure.
so.
True. All right, Jackie, she gone.
Bye,
Thank
Jackie.
you, ladies, for keeping me company. Bye. All right, so yeah, I was getting ready to look at something right quick. Hold on. J.J. McCarthy hurt again. And Jackson Dart was 7 of 13 for 33 freaking yards. And you couldn't keep Jameis Winston in, really?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. They had, I feel like, more morale when he was playing. Also,
They did.
Also, go back to why did they get rid of Sam Darnold in the Vikings territory? I understand that, yes, during playoffs he failed, but at the end of the day, he at least made it, got them there. Like you can fix that part, but I feel like JJ he's not ready.
Wow.
What?
Okay, so the Giants had 141 total yards of offense off of 48 plays. Wow.
You said 100 and how much?
141 total yards.
Mm-hmm.
7 drives, 2.9 yards per play, 13 passing yards.
Pretty much.
That's awful. That's just awful. And I don't get it. What are you doing? How are you developing Jackson Dart and you letting this boy get tore up? He got sacked 5 times. You're going to kill him. And I'm not saying that maybe Jameis wouldn't have got sacked 5 times because he knew how to get out of a situation. But I mean, okay. I'm done. I'm done. Final score was 16-13. Vikings over the Giants. Next game of the week. Bucks at the Panthers.
I don't know what happened with the Bucks and Baker baking me a cake as fast as you can. I mean, I did pick the Panthers to win because I do like that color. So I'm like, hey, first off, it's been 10 years since the Panthers were the South champions. And to be honest, I have to admit, I like this changing of the tide right now of everybody getting back. Whatchamacallit? I just need my Falcons to get back into that part. But I like this little different things because it's almost like each year we kind of been like predictable, like how Jackie was saying. It's almost like a season where everybody's like, okay, we know these teams are now. But with this mix up of throwing things, I mean, it's even taking bringing people back. But it's like, okay, like I like the mix up switcheroo and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to when the other teams come in and switch your rule too, and you be like, whoa, I didn't see y'all coming. But
the Panthers were the laughing stock of the NFL for a couple of seasons. And I looked up and I was like, wait a minute. They're winning some games for real.
That was last season. They was really, but remember, I always said it though. I mean, we see the Panthers twice, so I always be like, "Yo, the Panthers. They may look like it, but they're harder than what people think."
Yeah, they are.
They are tougher than what they were. And the Bucks, once again, they've lost the last 7. They're 1-7 right now, like games.
Yes.
They have not lost that many back to back. I don't know what's going on, but it ain't
Football
looking
is not
good.
like basketball, so the season has changed. Oh yeah.
Who said that?
Jackie.
Oh.
Football is not like basketball. The fact that, how do I want to say this?
She right though. The football is definitely not like basketball.
It's not basketball.
There are less games, so there's less margin of error.
But not only that, the management of basketball and football is different. The discipline and the standard of conduct, I think, for the NFL and the NBA is different, which gives you different results, gives you a different kind of player, gives you a different kind of professional, gives you a different kind of attitude. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I know football is an angry sport, and you're hitting, and it's a contact sport, and you got to be aggressive. And yeah, it takes a certain kind of person that want to hit somebody up. Yeah. But again, I still say it's some of it is the mentality of the players and how they have to play. The pay is different as well. Yes, the pay is way different. It's yes, a lot of different things. A lot of different things. I don't want to get into some of the other stuff I was going to say. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, all right. So that was the Bucks and the Panthers, 23-20. That was the game of the week. Also, we picked the game of the week, the Jags and the Broncos. Nobody saw this coming.
No, because
nobody
they broke
saw this coming.
11-game win streak at home. That would have been their 12th game if they would have won. But yeah, they definitely
the
did.
Defense could not handle Sunshine. Sunshine been off the chain. The Broncos have been coming back, had comeback victories every time, but every time they tried in this game, the Jags scored and stopped them. They had 34 points. Now, we thought the Broncos would have the 34, but it was the Jags with the 34. 4 touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence. 4. He was 23 of 36, 279, but he passed for 3 and ran for 1. That was amazing.
You know, I have to admit, like how they were saying about the Jags, they've been there. Like how we said a couple of weeks ago, we had said we was like, you know, they're the team that nobody really like. We've been saying like, oh, they did good and stuff like that, but we really weren't paying attention to them. They kind of been sneaking up on everybody with it. Like we focused on the Colts a lot. In their division. I mean, the Texans are always going to get, you know, also talked about because they've been the past season, you know, couple of season division winners. So the Jags have been kind of like, okay. Kind of like an animal in itself, like looking at their prey like, okay, we're just going to keep going and going and then we're going to pounce. That's what I feel like they are because they're if how it's going because they said that the AFC number 1 seed is still open for anybody and they're part of that. So I feel like they can do their little we're creeping up and pounce. Number 1.
Creep. Trevor has not had a turnover in 4 games, but the team has forced 28 turnovers. They are playing some good football quietly.
And that's the key word is quietly.
And a couple of weeks ago, they said, ain't nobody talking about us, but that's okay. We don't
care.
And
I think they like that.
They love it.
Like, they're like, no, you can keep our names out your mouth. Like, we're good. We're good. We know what we are. They just be like Duval, let them talk, and that's it. But other than that, because their coach said that earlier, he was like, okay, we can just keep it at Duval. That's it.
Now the next game, I didn't write any notes at all because I said I was gonna let you do all the talking. Falcons at the Cardinals.
I mean, come on, guys. Kirk Cousins, great job. Hey, you didn't hold up. I would like to say before she said that, why she said that is the reason why she didn't write any notes is because while my game was on, her game was on, so she was not paying attention. So that's really why she said she didn't write any notes. So I just want to let everybody know that she thought she was slick with that, but I was flipping back and forth between. Okay, I on commercial breaks, I was flipping back to her game, but. With that being said, let me pull up my.
You weren't supposed to say that out loud.
No, I just wanted to let them know.
I thought we were a team.
That is a team.
Why would you throw me under the bus like that?
I didn't throw her under the bus. I just told everybody what they probably would have figured out and been like, well, both games were on at the same time. It's no different than me being at the games on Sunday. And being like, I just come home and watch,
Jackie said Trevor tired of people putting him down. But he said he don't care. He said he don't care. While they over there winning, he said he don't care. But yeah. Now, I was out for most of the game, so by the time I came home, it was the second half anyway. So
of your game?
Yeah, so I wasn't really flipping back and forth. I ain't gonna lie.
Also at the same time, but you were able to know about the other game of the week of the Broncos and Jags.
No,
but anyway, it's okay because
listen to what I did. I went back and I got notes on most of all the games. But I really didn't get notes on that one because I really was going to wait for you to do the talking about your team since y'all won.
We did. I was very I was very excited and happy because I was like, oh my gosh. But yes.
Oh my God.
I was. And throughout the game, all I kept saying was, why couldn't y'all do this earlier this year? Why couldn't y'all be like this earlier? Why couldn't y'all been like this? Consistently. Why couldn't y'all consistently be consistent? All right, but Kirk Cousins had a pretty great game. He was a 60% passer rating, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kyle Pitts over here really trying to, they look, tight ends really trying to do it. If I can, nope, it won't turn. I can't find them. Tyler, Algier, Bijan, all of them.
They was running that ball.
Bijan's family was there, so because he's actually, I didn't know he's from Arizona, so they came out.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't realize that.
I don't know if he's actually from. He went to Arizona State. I do know that part because they were talking about all that. So yes, yeah. He went to, he's from Arizona. So, all his friends and family out there and stuff like that. So, of course, he had to ball out. I love when people have their family, when it's their games, when they family, because they seem to ball out more. But Bijan been balling out all year. So, that wasn't going to change.
Now, I do notice something. Both Tyler and Bijan carried the ball for 16 times. 76 and 79 yards. That's very balanced. That's super, super balanced.
And what happens when it's balanced?
You win.
Exactly. When they give the ball to Bijan, my thing is I go Bijan. What was that? Go Bijan. And then when they give the ball to Tyler, I say, give the ball to Tyler, because that's what we say in the stadium. And when they do it, I be like, yes, give the ball to Tyler. Give the ball to go Bijan, run Bijan, give the ball to Tyler. It does a great balance and everything. And then Kyle Pitts, boy, Where have you been at all season? Okay.
Oh, I know what I was going to say.
Where
A
has
couple of
Kyle
weeks
been?
ago, didn't I say use tight ends more? Use tight ends more.
You have
There
no.
was so many touchdowns by tight ends this week since I made that statement. I was like, are they watching us?
They're watching us.
Are they watching us?
They're watching us.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, yes, Kyle, where have you been at all season? Because why are you showing up at the end of the season? I mean,
At
I'm
the
happy,
end.
but I wish you would have still showed up earlier because you making plays, you get touchdowns, all this other stuff. Drake did come back for a second. You can tell that he's a little rusty, that because he's out and because of that. And for that reason, I don't even know with it, like if he may even stay on, like stay in the, like if he's actually gonna finish out the season. He may. But I will say one of my friends I was talking to had definitely said that, I don't know if I had said it before, but they basically had said the difference of when you see when Penix plays and when Kirk plays, of who his favorite receivers are. Kirk Penix was all about Drake London. He always threw the ball to Drake. Like 9 to 5 was always what we say, 9 to 5, because they was getting it. Kirk, if you notice, likes Mooney when he can get him, but really likes Kyle Pitts a lot.
Yeah.
He throws the ball to Kyle a lot. And Bijan's just always gonna get the ball either way. But
now I want to make note here, guys. Bijan rushed for 76 yards, but he caught 7 passes for 92. He was wide open today.
He was. And I would like
he was wide open.
Yeah, and going back to the Cardinals, we definitely messed up their streak. Sorry, Jacoby Brissett. Sorry, Jacoby.
Yeah.
I like him. I
like him a lot. Jackie said yes, they're listening. Now something I want to say, I'll say it when we get to our game. Let me write it. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, because Jacoby hadn't thrown an interception and we messed up.
Really?
He hadn't thrown one in like a minute. Like we messed up his passer rating and stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Y'all did good though. Y'all did good. But final score was 26-19.
I was concerned.
And you know what? You were almost perfect because you said 27-20. That was just 1 point off each way. That is excellent. That is awesome. That is really awesome.
Yay. But I would like to say too,
you be giving your scores, you be like, I'd be like, what is she thinking about so long? But when I look at your scores and they are so close, I'm like,
yes,
wow.
You over here. Yes, me really trying to think like, how is this game going to go? What numbers can I put up on here?
Now, sometimes I'll do that and I'll be like, okay, they'll get 2 touchdowns and a field goal. But sometimes I'll just say a number.
Yeah, you definitely do. I just be like,
But you really be, and I was like, oh wow, that's really close.
I do. I really do. So you guys don't be thinking that I really just don't be knowing that I just done. I really be trying to sit there, really think like, what do I think this score is going to be at?
Now, does your strategy work or does mine? Because the next game was the Steelers at the Lions. And I said 28-24. And the final score was 29-24. Now you said 28-30. Oh, and you thought the Lions were going to beat us.
Technically, hold up. And let's talk about this because my score would have actually been almost close to it if it actually would have happened, because the final score of that touchdown would have came through would have been 30-29.
It
So
really would have.
So you can't really get that on me because I actually would have been
It would have been had he not clearly
PI.
interfered. Oh my God, that was so blatant.
Let's talk about Aaron, what he talks about these. Aaron be cracking me up at the end of the games, and he'd be like, well, clearly it was the PI that happened, and I don't know. I'm just happy that they called it and it went in our favor, and yeah.
That game, I read a couple of comments on Mike Tomlin's post game. One guy said he had Maalox and nitroglycerin. I said, oh my God, he got an ulcer and a bad heart. I said, okay.
Why?
I was like, oh my God, I got a headache. One guy said, oh, we keeping Tylenol in business. I'm telling you, listen. It's like when I was watching with Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, Jackie said the Steelers would win. But I was like, oh my God, can we just put the game away? Can we keep the foot on the gas and get the touchdown so we won't have to be sitting here like, and Bonds missed the field goal. Oh my
I know,
God.
I was so pissed. He on my fantasy football. I said, you got what effing job? But it was a great game. But at the same time, though, like, y'all literally did let Detroit come back and almost beat y'all. Like, literally, it was clear. And the only reason why the game literally ended is because that play happened when it was literally 0-0-0. They couldn't review it. They already knew it was. Like, everybody was lost. Like, I know everybody in Detroit was like that, and they booed the mess out of everything.
Now, I called it live on the air. When they did that defensive play where they were all lined up, I said, they're going to the right, they're going to the right, they're going to the right. And he walked right in the end zone on the right. They lined up like that again. I said, they're getting ready to score again. Why would you run the same defensive play that they just scored a bunch of?
Sometimes I wonder, because you be sitting there, you be like, I can see this as a fan. I am clearly watching this and seeing what they are about to do. How is it that y'all on the field cannot see what they're about to do? Like, what is wrong?
How stupid do you look with all 11 players on the line? Ray Charles would run to the right when everybody lined up like that. Everybody like that. And the whole side of this field open, wide open.
Wide open.
All you got to do is crawl over there real quick or leave everybody over here. This whole, I could not literally believe that they did that.
So I just want to ask these questions to you now, because you've been very opinionated. Like, you were not very hyped about your Steelers at the beginning of the year. You were not happy with Aaron. You was really in the middle of the season. You were firing Tomlin, and this is his 22nd season of of a non-losing season, winning season. Yeah, you look non-phased about that. So what are your thoughts on all of this? I mean, clearly you guys hold the fate of you guys going into playoffs, because with Baltimore losing tonight, they don't hold their fate is technically into y'all's hands of, like, if y'all can.
Okay, on a serious note, I really think our defense is a problem in the fourth quarter. They're huffing and puffing because they worn out in the fourth quarter. Now, I don't know what the adjustment needs to be prior to the fourth quarter to make sure that teams don't come back on us in the fourth quarter and score 2 and 3 touchdowns in like 7 minutes, maybe, because we can't stop them. Whole first half, they got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden in the fourth quarter, we giving away touchdowns like it's free candy. They tired. I heard them say today that players were over there getting oxygen. Cam over there couldn't even get in the game because he over there huffing and puffing like he's 75. If the rotation of the linebackers is effective, efficient, and timely, and if the offensive, and I hate to say it, I hate to admit it, I've been hollering about Broderick, number 77, all season. Oh my God, Broderick, let him get sacked again. Aaron ain't been sacked like he was, and the running game has been way better since 77 has been out. If that offensive line can hang. Now we got 2 additional veteran wide receivers that got some size on. Because Calvin Austin about my height. He ain't going to be able to do too much of nothing. With good offensive calling and a good rotation of our defense, we could get past that first round in the playoffs. Now, can we get all the way to the Super Bowl? I wouldn't bet on it. However,
you're not singing the song.
Wait a minute. However, I wouldn't bet on it right now, but I don't put it past them because once before, when we were kind of playing like this, we won the Super Bowl. If Aaron can stay upright and his passes can be now hold it, back up, hold up, wait a doggone minute before I say another word. Why did DK Metcalf punch a fan?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was trying to figure that out, like what this fan said to him.
They were talking. They were clearly having a conversation. Now, did he say something? Did he spit? What did he do to make that man throw a punch? What did he say?
Well, let's has it come out yet? Let's see.
Because wasn't he the one with Jamar Chase? No, that was Ramsey. That was defense.
The fan said he said his whole name, so that's why he swung at him.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
That doesn't make any. This is what the fan said, but fudge monkey. Dang it. You okay.
Well, I don't know. They say he should be suspended. He just keeps having issues. But I think we could do some damage if we really play. I hate to use a Tomlinism, but complimentary football and realize that the standard is the standard, which is winning a Super Bowl.
DK Metcalf mixing it up with someone in the stands. Oh my gosh.
First of all, why does he have a Steelers stick in his head?
See,
but he also continued playing in the game, though.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened. Will we ever really know the truth? But no, I did not want Aaron Rodgers at the beginning of the year. I was very unhappy with it. But when I saw the glee in Tomlin's face, I knew that he saw something in Aaron that I did not see. Now that Aaron is there, it seems like he's an awesome leader. Oh, wow. Today, midnight morning, 12:31. Yeah, we still talking. Yes, Sam, we are still talking.
Right. We still got one more game to talk about.
But they did. And like I said, Tomlin was a big fan of Malik Willis. I wouldn't mind if we took Malik Willis. I know the Packers ain't going to get rid of him. But we need us a quarterback going forward that got some years left in him. Because Aaron ain't got but 1 or 2 more years in him. I don't care how good he played this year.
That's
He'll be-
interesting. Why that didn't? I guess that doesn't count. Sorry, I was reading more about what happened. Like the NFL are saying that they can't intervene on it for an ejection and stuff.
Because it was okay.
I guess because it's a fan related.
I don't see that. I don't get that.
I don't either.
You still in
Oh,
the
somebody
uniform.
had a phone out. Okay, that's great. Okay, somebody always had a cell phone out. Shows me that with no one trying to stop him. He reaches up and grabs the fan. Oh, well, they can figure out if they're gonna fine him or suspend him tomorrow.
Okay. Well, if you touch a fan, you usually get suspended.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. Final score was 29-24, and I did say 24 points. So I put a star beside that. Okay.
You
right.
just more excited because y'all would.
Yes. Next
because
game.
I'm pretty sure you was having a whole fit and almost having a heart attack at the end of the game.
When I was at a function, at a special birthday party at an Ethiopian restaurant, which was the setup was very intimate, and you should have seen me like this at the table, at the dinner table. I was so I look like those people you see where they say, "Is she on her phone?" Yes,
I am.
I was checking.
I'm clearly on my phone.
I was checking the score. I was like, "Oh my gosh, come on!" So as soon as I got home, I logged on and I was like, "Oh gosh, we gotta win this game." All right, moving on. I gotta move on. Raiders at the Texans. I don't know why we thought the Texans was gonna score 40 points.
Because it was the Raiders.
We didn't see the Raiders giving them a run for their money 21-23. We did not see that. I didn't even give the Raiders a point. You gave them a field goal. They almost beat the Texans.
Yeah. They did.
I don't know what to say. What can we say? What you want to say? I didn't write a note for the Raiders and the Texans. I did not one.
I have to go back and go back to the highlights. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't write a note.
I have to go and watch the highlights. So,
well, we're gonna move on because we already been an hour and a half, and we ain't got to the last game, and we still got to do predictions for next week.
No, we got to do tomorrow, right?
We're gonna do predictions tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay.
Because we do got one game tomorrow.
Talk about this next game. I really want to talk about this next game.
Yeah, we know that you want to talk about this one because it goes in conjunction with junction. What's your function? Sorry, it goes in conjunction with clearly the Steelers winning.
And Lamar. Okay, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that.
She really doesn't want to. She don't want to. She really don't.
I am low key. I love Ray Lewis. I will always love Ray Lewis. I will always love the Joe Flacco led Baltimore Ravens team that won the Super Bowl. I will forever love that team. Okay? Get that out. I will forever love Lamar Jackson for his performance the 2-3 previous seasons when he was clearly the MVP of the NFL. Clearly. Okay?
That was last season.
That was last season, the year before, and the year before. He should have been a three-peater, like Asia Wilson. He should have been a three-peater. Now,
Well, that doesn't happen in the NFL.
no. But today, when he got hurt, I didn't cry. But I had so much empathy for him. Because they stole the MVP from him last year. They stole it. Clearly stole it. And he's been injured so much this year.
Lamar's always hurt though. Him and Joe Burrow were next to next how they always seem to get hurt though.
But he really been hurt this year.
Yeah.
Really, more than before. And
yeah, because it took them because clearly they could have had a better record if they would have used Tyler Huntley at the beginning instead of using Cooper Rush. When literally the commentators even said in there, they said Tyler Huntley is literally Lamar again. Like he does plays just like Lamar. So why would you go with that? I feel like after that first game with Cooper Rush and he messed it up, they should have been like, you know what? Or I
wouldn't, even if I put Cooper Rush on my team, I wouldn't have never started Cooper Rush over Tyler Huntley. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. Why would you do that?
Especially when Tyler
Harbaugh literally said it's just like having Lamar in there.
Yeah.
Why would
the commentators said the same thing. Alan Michaels said the exact same thing. They said it's like having Lamar in the game. So why would you change up everything for it? But okay, what do we know? We just watched the game.
The Ravens have lost 12 games when leading by 7 or more points.
You know whose fault that is too at the same time?
Coach.
Nope. Let me come in a little bit closer for this one because I told you when we were on the thing. This is who I want to blame because I don't understand why he keeps doing this. And it's always him when it happens. But Zay Flowers. Yeah.
Oh, what did he do? Was that when I was asleep?
That was.
Was that when I was asleep?
Yeah.
What I miss?
Well, I mean, at the beginning, I'm pretty sure you saw when Derek fumbled the ball, right?
Oh my God, poor Derek.
Yeah, but they came back though. They were good with that part.
Yeah, they were. Okay.
Yeah. But like Zay Flowers literally was on his way to the end zone and he doesn't know how to
the ball again.
No, let's say somebody punched the ball out. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't have it secure while he was running.
Bye, Jackie. Bye, Jackie said happy holidays. See you next week. Jackie, pay attention. We might do a gift card giveaway.
So, yeah, once again, if we go back to some of these main issues that happen, if you can go back to some of the common people that is happening, like what goes on, Zay Flowers has been in almost every single one of them. And I don't know what it is, because remember, during the Thanksgiving game, he dropped the ball in the end zone. He did it another time. You'd be like, sir, what is it? Like, you should know better. You've been in the season a little long for this. Like,
well, he was targeted 7 times and he caught all 7. So it must have been when he was right.
Yeah, that's what I said. He fumbled the ball again.
Wow.
Yeah, he just always, and you just be like, wow. I know it's like your second season, but I feel like this is your third to a certain extent, and you just still can't. You still keep having these issues, like the same things that keep happening.
Christmas Day, Jackie. I do the gift card giveaway on Christmas Day. You got to be watching while we're doing the show, though, while I call the name, because you got to say here within a few minutes when I call your name. So it'll be Christmas Day. Yeah, Christmas Day. I will say I will post which game it'll be. All right. Be safe out there. All right, so yeah. Go ahead.
But yes, I think it's Zay Flowers. Yeah, that's why I'm coming in. Yes, I really do think it's Zay. Something's wrong with this. I don't know what it is. I know he's still young, but at the end of the day, like, this isn't your rookie season. Like, you
No,
have
no.
these problems already. Like,
Yeah.
you consistently, and it's not like, oh, this is one game. You've had this at least 5 games.
Yeah. And
Like,
Derek has been fumbling a lot lately. Derek Henry has been fumbling a lot lately.
he has
A lot
been
more.
too.
It's a lot more noticeable. Yes, he does have those breakout runs of 40, 50 yards and can't nobody bring him down. But he is loosey-goosey with the football.
And you know why I think I call out Zay more than Derek is because Zay does it in like crucial points in time, like when it's like the game, like when the game's on the line, something happens.
Okay.
And I'd be like, seriously, like, I can understand if this was like second quarter or something.
Okay.
Like, you doing this in fourth quarter with like 5 minutes left in the game or something. Like, sir, seriously, get it together. Like, and also that was also what kind of gave the Patriots, and also his things also give the other teams momentum, and it switched.
But Derek does too, though.
Derek does too, but I just feel like Derek has done it, but I feel like they're still like being, because he did fumble early, but the team was still like, okay, we got it, we fixed it, bam. He went back to doing what he was doing, and the Ravens were still ahead. But then all of a sudden Zay does this, and the Patriots get their momentum, and then yeah, it was literally right when they were about. Let me change that, because the Patriots actually the Ravens were on their way to scoring again.
Yeah. Okay.
To actually lead them, to regain the lead again. Yeah.
Well, let's look at something right quick. We haven't been doing our lives. I noticed that we've been doing the recaps, but we haven't been doing our lives. And I thought about that, but I had done, because when I was doing the movie, we didn't get a chance to do our lives because I was all them days straight. And I said, ooh, we've been getting the recaps in and the predictions, but we ain't been doing a weekly live.
A weekly live. Gotcha.
A weekly live. But let's look at something real quick before we finish, because we got one more game tomorrow night. The New England Patriots have clinched a playoff berth. Buffalo Bills still have not. The Denver Broncos have. The Philadelphia Eagles have clinched their division. Everybody else in the East has been eliminated from the playoffs. Chicago has secured a playoff berth. They are in first place. And Seattle and the Rams and the 49ers. The whole NFC West, excluding the Cardinals, has clinched a playoff berth.
We did not think that, we did not say them. We thought it was going to be
the East.
No, the North. We thought it was going to be the North, and technically
it's the West.
We probably would have been right, but
it's Seattle, the Rams, and the 49ers. Wow, 12-3, 11-4, 10-4. You cannot deny that is
their strong division.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
If once the Rams, I feel like, I'm an NFC girl, so I think we definitely have a way stronger conference than AFC. But I will also say at the same time, if you think about it, think the NFC North is strong, NFC West is strong too. Like
Yes,
that,
very strong.
and that's
That's
gonna
the
be
strongest division.
NFC West is definitely the strongest
It's
division
the
in the NFL.
strongest in the
And you know
whole
what's about to
NFL.
happen? We about to have an NFC North and West game
Yeah,
next Sunday night with the Bears and 49ers, which we'll
it's
talk
looking
about
good.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, so that's it. Oh, this has been so awesome. Oh, we beat the Lions. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that was a great game. I flipped after my game after we won and stuff. I did flip back and stuff because you guys, I have Jared Goff on my fantasy football. So I was definitely like, Jared, please do something. So when they started coming back, I was like, yeah. When he threw that,
I mean, I picked us to win, and half of it was just because I'm a diehard Steelers fan. But I mean, I literally believe that if we get good plays called, really, really good plays, we did finally switch up that run, pass. But if we run good plays, we'll be all right. But we can't do that. All us line up on that defensive line. If they do that one more time, I'm going through the screen. When they watch the film, bless you too, Sam. When they look at the film, they will see clearly that defensive play does not work at all. At all. I mean, if I see that one more time, that should be a fire. Look, that should be a fireable offense.
should be a fireable offense on a lot of stuff that happens. But hey,
No, but that should really be a fireable offense. That
the predictable plays.
that defensive play where they all on that line, like that. Okay, all right. I got a doctor's appointment early in the morning.
We'll see you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow night for the prediction.
Last recap in our game predictions for Christmas.
Week 17. Oh my God.
7 weeks until Super Bowl, you guys. 7 weeks.
Really? That's
7 weeks.
Okay.
To all my family and friends out there, yes, you have 7 more weeks before you can officially have me back.
I ain't lying. Then I gotta dive deep into Winter Olympics, NBA.
Which Winter Olympics starts. Opening ceremony is the Friday before Super Bowl. So Super Bowl Sunday and Winter Olympics opening ceremony is that Friday.
And I would be wide open with NCAA basketball right now. I've got to get caught up. The movie is done. I got some other stuff going on, but I got to get caught up because I myself am missing watching the games. So, but anyway, thank you so much, y'all, for watching. Thank you, Jackie and Sam.
Yes, thank you
for hanging out with us this morning. It is 1:40. We've been on for an hour and 43 minutes, and it's 1:40 a.m. And I can't keep talking, but anyway, this has been fun. All right, guys. See y'all later today because it's already morning.
Right. See y'all tomorrow or today, whatever.
Today.
Bye.